Okay, so this is the 2023 Higher Level Maths Leaving Cert Paper 2, question 3. Find the area of a triangle whose vertices are those three there. Okay, so there's a formula for this, so let's just write them down. We got 4, 6, we have -3, -1, and we have 0, 11. So what I'm going to do is just translate this to 0, 0. Formula will only take 2 points, so we have 3 here with non-zero, well, except for this one, of course, with 2 non-zero numbers, so we need one of the 3 points to be at the origin. So I'm going to bring this point here down to the origin. So how do I bring that down? I've got to subtract 4 and subtract 6. So you do exactly the same to these ones. So if I subtract 4 here, I get -7. Subtract 6 here, I also get -7. Bring this one down as well, and subtract 4, you get -4. Subtract 4 from 11, subtract 6 from 11, you get 5. So what I'm going to do now is use the formula. This one here is going to be x1, y1. This is going to be x2, y2. The formula that we're going to use is the area of a triangle is equal to half the modulus of x1, y2 minus x2 times y1. So all we've got to do is stick in the numbers. So it's half the modulus of x1 is -7, y2 is 5, x2 is -4, y1 -7. So you just got to work this out. So let's see, we've got half the modulus of 5 sevens, 35. So it's -35, and here we got minus times minus times minus, so that's going to be -4 sevens, 28. So that gives me half the modulus of -63. So that will give me, let's see, 31.5, I think. 31.5, that's units squared. So that's it. Let's have a look at the next one. -1k and 5L are 2 points. Show that the midpoint of the line segment AB is that thing there. Okay, so again there's a formula here, so it's -1k, and we've got B then is 5L. So the midpoint is going to be the average of the x is the average of the y. So it's x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2. So again, let's say this is x1, y1, x2, y2. Stick those numbers in and we get x1, so -1 plus 5 over 2 and k plus L over 2. When you do that, -1 plus 5 is 4, 4 divided by 2 is 2, k plus L, with nothing we can do with that, over 2, and that's it, 2k plus L over 2. Okay, next one then, the perpendicular bisector of AB is that line there. Find the value of L and the value of B. So we have line segment, let's say here A and B, and we have a perpendicular bisector, so that's equal to that, and this is the midpoint here of AB, and the equation of that line is 3x plus 2y minus 14 equal to 0. Now the midpoint of AB we know, so we know the midpoint is 2k plus L over 2. So we know that point there. Okay, so let's start then. First thing I'm going to do is look at the slope of this line here. From the slope of this line I can find the slope of AB. So the slope of this perpendicular bisector is -a over b, which is -3 over 2. So that means the slope of the line segment AB is going to be 2 over 3. Now we have a formula for slope. It's y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That's our slope formula. So we know that A is -1k and B is 5L. So let's just put that in. We now know that 2 over 3 is going to be equal to, let's say again, this is x1, y1, x2, y2. So let's put those in. Y2, which is L minus K divided by x2, which is 5 minus 1, 5 plus 1. So that just gives me L minus K over 6 is equal to 2 over 3. So let's do that then. So let's cross multiply here. So 2 times 6, 12, 3 times L minus K. That will give me L minus K is equal to 4. Now this is an equation 1. Equation number 1 we'll call it. We need 2 equations here to work out 2 unknowns. So that's my first equation. So let's have a look at another one then. Well, we have this equation here, and we know that this point here is on this line. And we do know what this point is in terms of L and K. We worked that out previously. So let's write all that down. So we have 3x plus 2y minus 14 is equal to 0. So we know that x is, we know the midpoint here is 2k plus L over 2. That's that point there. So the x is 2, the y is k plus L over 2 minus 14 equal to 0. So what have we got here? We've got 6, the 2's will cancel, plus k plus L minus 14 equal to 0. That will give me 6 minus 14, that's 8 minus 8, bring it over to the other side, you get 8. So this gives me k plus L is equal to 8. Okay, so that's equation number 2. This is equation number 2. So let's put our 2 equations together. So here we have minus k plus L. I just put a minus k first, and the plus L is equal to 4. That's equation number 1. I'm just going to put a line under these and add them. So what we get here is that k's will cancel. We get 2L is equal to 12. That gives me L is equal to 6. So there's my first answer. Now I have k plus L is equal to 8. That's equation number 2 actually. And I'm just going to stick in the L is equal to 6 here. So we have k plus 6 is equal to 8. That gives me k is equal to 2. So there's my second answer. So L is equal to 6, k is equal to 2. And that's it for this question.